I'm ready.
Welcome here to Barks Competition Karting. Tonight we're going to be racing at Talladega, the high banks of Talladega, 33-degree banking, where we're going to be running the Chevy Silverado trucks. 94 laps turning here tonight under nice, beautiful sunny skies, 75-degree weather. No wind. Don't seem to have any wind out here today. So, but I'd like to welcome into the booth with us here tonight Lee Ridge and our other VP, Skip Lynn. Welcome, Lee.
Oh, thank you, Rudy. How are you today, sir? And Rush?
I'm doing very good. And Skip, how are you doing?
Oh, not bad, Rudy. How's yourself? Thanks for having us here tonight.
Well, thank you. And so, Lee, tell us a little bit about what we're going to be coming up against here tonight. All the payouts and everything as this competition gets, ready to fire off here pretty quick.
Yes, sir. I'm telling you guys, we have some of the best drivers in iRacing League as far as I'm concerned. We have some really good drivers. We are going to pay, I think it's a $120 payout to the top 5 drivers. We also are going to pay out $5 to the halfway leader and $5 to the truck that does finish in 22nd spot. We also are going to pay out to the closest to the top 10 finish with the least incidents another $5. That is compliments of Michelangelo painting, and the halfway leader and the 22nd spot is compliments of Bark Competition Karting. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for doing that for us. We do appreciate it.
All right. Well, thank you, Lee. Skip, what are you expecting out of the race here tonight? Are you expecting a good, clean race? Any cautions or anything like that we should maybe be aware of, or are you expecting a good straight, right out, flat, good race?
Well, as far as the driver, I'm in the field tonight as well. I just hope everybody uses their head and is smart. We got a long race, 94 laps. Hope they just wait till the last 10 to push it.
Yeah, that's always what we always wish for. As we run on the high banks here of Talladega, because one of the biggest things that we always hate to see is the big one, and we're all aware of what the big one means when there's a wreck and it takes out half of the field, and we don't want to see that. We want to see the guys coming out here and having a great time tonight. How many resets do they get, Skip?
There is 2 resets. They get 2 resets, and as far as the big one, it's not if, it's when, and you just got to stay clean and try to avoid that. And if you can avoid that, I think you'll get a good finish.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, tell us a little bit about this EOL rule that you put into play here. Could you kind of explain that?
Yeah. If you're involved in a caution, and the tower will go back and review the replay, and if you are the person that causes the caution, meaning as in you come up on somebody too fast and you bump them and it makes them get loose and get into somebody else, your first penalty will be an EOL. You'll be sent to the back of the tail end of the lead lap, and then if you by chance get a second offense, you will get a black flag, which has to be served under green flag conditions, and then the third time we ask you to park it behind the wall.
Okay, well, very good. I would like to thank our sponsors here tonight, real quickly, Barks Competition Karting, and our other sponsor that's on board tonight and is paying out $5 to the, like they mentioned, the person with the least amount of incidents in the top 10 closest to the leader. And that would be from Michelangelo's painting. And also sponsored by MaxSpeedTV here. And you can visit our website at MaxSpeedTV.com for all of our scheduling. And you can even watch the broadcast there. You can also watch the broadcast on Barks Competition sponsored at that would be at thedirtysouth.racing.com. You can also visit the website there. So, well, thank you, gentlemen, for the short interview there. I appreciate it very much. As the drivers are going to be getting ready to go qualifying here in about 3 or 4 minutes. So, but again, I'd like to thank you guys. Ralph, I'm not sure if you're there. No?
I'm here, sir.
Yeah, well, Ralph, we would like to really put a special thank you out to you for all the heads up on everything that you've put into this, getting this thing off the ground and getting it going, and all the guys behind the scenes putting on the work, doing all the work to get this, make this possible for the drivers here tonight.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Lee, Skip, Lance, everybody, and the drivers too. I mean, we got the best drivers out here. I've raced here a long time. I see some great names out there, so it's going to be great. It's going to be a great thing. And thank you.
Thank you there, Ralph. Appreciate it very much. All right, well, gentlemen, I'm not sure if you guys are, the drivers are prepared and ready to go qualifying, but I believe we got about another 2 or 3 minutes here until qualifying. Is there anything else that you'd like to bring up, Lee or Skip, at this time?
Yes, sir. And I do want to thank Rudy and Rush for broadcasting tonight. You guys do a great job. We're very impressed with the work you do here at MaxSpeedTV.com. I also do want to thank Dirty South Motorsports for all the great things they are helping with us. And especially Bark Competition Carton. For all your competition carton parts, accessories, and needs, you can find more about them at www.georgebarkracing.com. Sorry, georgebark.com. My apologies. I just want to say, ladies and gentlemen, please hold on to your hats because this is going to be one heck of a race. Enjoy it. We got some of the best iRacing guys up on the league. So all I can say is enjoy yourself and hang on because it's going to be fun.
All right, thank you, Lee. Skip, you got any last comments you want to throw out there?
Yeah, I just want to thank all the drivers. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be able to make this possible. And I want to throw congratulations out there to Mark Moffat and William Kehoe, which were the winners of the 2 qualifiers for tonight's main event.
Very good, very good. All right, gentlemen. Well, if you'll leave us to it here, anytime you guys are ready to advance a server and get these guys out here and ready to roll. Now, they won't be qualifying, will they? Or are they going to be?
Yeah, there is a 2-lap qualifier, and I think they're getting ready to go in less than a minute.
All righty then. And we're going to go live here with them. So if you guys will leave us to it, we'll get at it. Thank you, guys.
Left your channel.
Alrighty.
User left your channel.
Well, Rush, I wanted to thank you for being in the booth with me tonight and helping out. I appreciate it so very much. These guys, I believe this is going to be a pretty good race by the sound of it. Looks like we're going to have about 30 drivers out here. And, Talladega I always love to broadcast here at Talladega. It's just a cool track to broadcast at, And, but any last comments that you got before these guys start getting out here and getting ready to turn it around?
I'm glad to be here with you. I always like broadcasting with you.
Well, it's good to have you in the booth with me there, buddy.
Sounds like some of them drivers are just spewing with their confidence. We're going to see how that works out during this race.
Absolutely, yeah. They're loaded up with confidence, and that's a good thing.
Oh, yeah. Sure it is. But, we'll see what happens, because something always happens.
Absolutely. So everybody's taken to the track now to turn in some good broadcast or good qualifying times. We'll get it right. We're going to kind of keep an eye on the qualifying order here as they're turning their laps and see who's going to get the pole position here for tonight's race. And I'm understanding, Rush, we've got a lot of viewers, not so much in our Twitch, but they're watching on, where their other websites and whatnot to catch all the race here tonight. So I'd like to welcome all of them to here at Talladega to watch Barks Competition Racing. This should be a pretty good race. And thank you for tuning in to watch.
Thank all the people for tuning in.
Ralph said he had some family and friends from Florida going to be tuning in, so great to see them turning out like that. That's just awesome.
Oh yeah.
So some
And
qualifying
this whole
time.
this whole new internet thingy is pretty wild for them.
Oh yeah. So they're turning in some qualifying times here. Looks like Skip Lynn going to be on the pole at the moment here with a 51.050. Man, that's a good fast lap for first lap.
Man, that's a torch. It's a scorcher.
And that's usually what I do too, Rush. I'll turn in a really good fast lap, seems like on the first lap, and then barely beat it out on the second lap, by just a few thousandths of a second. But yeah, that's a good fast lap.
Yeah, that's going to be hard to beat.
And let me remind the viewers too, this is open setup, so these guys can tweak these trucks and get them, in tip-top setting, and get out here and run some very fast laps. Is now looks like Gary Boyer going to be on the pole now with a 50.881. Holy smokes. So some of these guys really laying down some fast times. Wow.
Oh yeah. The second lap faster than the first.
Yes, they are.
The 58.81's not bad.
But Rush,
I've seen faster.
if you could just kind of keep an eye on like the middle of the field and back a little bit, and just let me know if you see anything that's like a good neck and neck race or side by side race, 3 wide, 4 wide, anything like that. Let me know if you see anything like that. And I definitely will swing the cameras back there, and we want to try to give everybody camera time and coverage.
Oh, yeah.
It really does make a big difference. The guys will be more excited about
I
it.
know. I know. All right, I'll take the back half.
No, I don't know. I mean, you can stay up in the front too, but I want you to kind of just let me know if you see anything.
Yeah, I got you. Got your back.
All right. So
We'll get ready to fire these things up in 15 seconds.
all right. So it looks like qualifying time pretty much is going to be over then, with
Yes,
Gary Boyer on that top spot with a 50.881. Holy smokes! Dale Smalley.
That's a
there in
pretty good
second.
lap.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, Smalley was right on his tail.
All right, so while everybody's gridding here, let's get down here trackside and see if we can. We're going to try to give everybody a little bit of time here to get gridded up.
You might as well go over the order times. You go and buy the cars. Just take a look at everybody's car.
Yeah, I'll get down here. All right, so Gary Boyer starting on the pole. Dale Smalley has not gridded yet, but Dale Smalley will be in second in the number 69. That's your favorite truck number.
Yep.
Starting
They're
third.
fighting that one.
Starting third will be Mark Maffett in number 10. In fourth will be the 14 of Lloyd Carver. Starting in the fifth position, number 42 of Philip Carsley. In sixth, which has not gridded yet, the number 88 of John Houston. In seventh, the 38 of William Keogh. In eighth, the 37 of Glenn Schwab. In ninth, the 171 of David Whiteside. In 10th, the 18 of Jay Anderson. In 11th, the 17 of Brian Knapp. In 12th, the 13 of Gary Konzelman. In 13th position, the 99 of Skip Lynn. In 14th position, the number 73 of Jeremy Crandall. In 15th, the number 3 of Rod Romius. In 16th, the 25 of Lance Johnson. In 17th, the 21 of Dale Gravel. In 18th, the 51 of Paul Doucette. excuse me. In 19th position, the number 62 of Michael D'Amico. In 20th, the 72 of Donald Kendrick. In 21st, the 199 of Travis Brown. In 22nd, the 22 of Ralph Shipman. And starting on the shotgun position, in the 23rd position, the number 70 of Colin Detrick. So 23 trucks going around Talladega here, Rush. This should be very good by these guys. I'm going to be pretty impressed. They're going to have probably some of the best racing that we'll see in quite some time.
Oh, yeah. Do you see some of the paint jobs on these trucks?
Oh, yeah. Paint jobs. They're amazing.
They're incredible. Some of these guys got talent.
That's for sure. As we're seeing, everything from National Guard to iRacing paint schemes. We even got the MaxSpeedTV truck out there of Michael D'Amico. So there's a lot of very good paint jobs out here. All right, so Gary Boyer bringing them around the track here nice and slow, the 70-mile-an-hour pace speed. Getting ready to go green flag racing here in just a few minutes.
Look like we got a little bumping in on the pace lap.
All right, coming out of turn 4 here, pace car getting ready to duck off. And we're going to be going green flag racing. The 07 of Gary Boyer leading them around here, nice and slow, keeping that 70-mile-an-hour pace speed.
All right, here
green,
we go.
green, green. All right, Gary Boyer hooking up here on the bottom. And on the high side, we've got, who is that on the high side? Wow, I can't see that number.
Not me either, I'm too far back.
I believe that's Dale Smalley. I believe up on the high side there trying to get a run. Got a partner there. The 69 partnering up with the 14 of Lloyd Carver. Those two really pushing daylights out of each other. Uh-oh, I did that wrong. I'm sorry about that. My bad. Lloyd Carver and Dale Smalley hooking up. Gary Boyer down on that low line. Now with the number 10 of Mark Maffett. Those two hooking up. Everybody seemed to be pulling along on the low side. Very good here. Single file.
There's not too many in the upper lane there. Could be getting some freight trainage going by.
Yeah, we've seen this many, many times, Rush, that the high line, unless you got 3 or 4 or 5 up there, it does kind of go a little slower. Oh, we got one off the track.
We got one. Whoa.
And that brings a caution out. First caution of the day. So let's take a
199. Just hitting 70.
Let's go back and take a look at this.
Oh, we got some smokers out here now.
Okay, so who was that that got loose up there? Brian Knapp getting loose, coming back up across the track and gathering up a bunch of them. Now this is going to probably be the start of a big one, because we've got trucks in behind him here just pounding on each other's tailgates. Everybody trying to check up. So they miss it, and boy, they're not being able to miss it. Everybody hitting the wall, hitting each other. Couple of the guys, Dale Gravel here, staying low. Hopefully he's going to miss it. Guy's not knowing which way to go. And he does get into it, so wow, a lot of trucks tore up here early on. So we get back up here. Let's get back up to our leader. Our leader is Mark Maffett. So let's go down trackside, Rush, and get a word in with. Let's see if we can get a word in with Dale Gravel and see if he's got some damage on that truck or what's going on. Dale Gravel, this is Rudy Cummings in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah.
Dale, we seen you almost missed that. Can you tell us Can you tell us what you seen out your windshield there?
Not really. I was pushing the 3 in front of me, and then all of a sudden I heard somebody say wreck, and I tried to avoid it and couldn't.
Did you get a lot of damage on that truck? You're going to have to go in pits and get that fixed up, aren't you?
Yeah, it's a little bad, but I didn't get as bad as the other guys.
All right, Dale. Well, play it safe out there, buddy, and good luck for the rest of the race. Have fun.
Alrighty, you too.
All right.
Yep.
So Dale,
I watched that replay there, Rudy. I think they gave the wrong person the EOL.
oh, okay. Well, we're not the admins.
No, the 99 ran right into the back of the 17 and got him loose, and he went down below the line.
Oh,
I think the 99 should have got the EOL.
all right. So first caution out on lap 2. These guys, everybody getting down in the pits, getting fixed up. We're going to get back out here. Hopefully, we're going to see some more good racing. Got like David Whiteside moving up to the 7th position now. He started in the 9th, but he's up to 7th now. Good job by him. Michael D'Amico started 19th. Now he's up in 11th position. Looks like he may have avoided that wreck. Might have a little bit of damage maybe on the right rear of that truck, but I don't think it's going to be anything to affect his performance out here. No, I guess not. That's just my bad. No damage.
I didn't see any.
Nope. It just looked a little funny there for a minute. So
That's because it's crash.
Gary Boyer now slipping back to the 2nd as Mark Maffett there does get by him. Philip Carsley now going to be up in 3rd. Dale Smalley going to be restarting 4th. Lloyd Carver 5th. William Keogh in 6th. So everybody getting their trucks fixed back up, get back out here. Don't look like we've lost anybody. Everybody's still out here. Brian Knapp going to be a lap down.
He's getting the wave around.
Okay, he does get the wave around. All right. John Houston, not sure what's going on with him, Rush. The number 88, is he still on pit road?
I'll find out.
I believe he's on pit road getting some service done or something. He'll be starting from the 23rd position.
Yes, he is. He's still in there. His truck looks like it's repaired, and he's just sitting there.
Yeah, because he does have a quick repair, so yeah, maybe some other issue.
Well, maybe he fell asleep. Either that, he got knocked out in that accident. They're still trying to wake him up.
Travis Brown going to be restarting in the 15th position. Guys like Jay Anderson going to be starting 12th. as these cars all come back around here, I believe to take the one to go.
Okay, here comes 88 off of the pit row.
He's got to come clear around the track here to get things popped back up, running the Mountain Dew Chevrolet. And the lights do go off on the pace car, so everybody going to start doubling up here. And the next time by, we're going to be green flag racing again, Rush.
Yes. Yeah, I told you that confidence.
Well, real quick here.
A lot more than that.
Real quick here, I'd like to, give a shout out to one of the sponsors of one of the gifts that are given out here tonight, Michelangelo Painting. Thank you to him, giving out $5 to the person with the least amount of incidents in the top 10. DirtySouthRacing.com and Bart's Competition and MaxSpeedTV, all sponsoring of this race.
Yes, sir. Dirty South.
Well, thanks for watching there, Defunky. I appreciate it very much. I appreciate the follow. I always like to have followers. We broadcast here every night on MaxSpeedTV. We've got another broadcast coming up right after this one, immediately afterwards. I got to head right over there and get fired up for that one. 94 laps to go. Or, should say 88 laps to go, coming to the line. What was that, Rush?
See, I wish I had some followers. Only thing I get is people telling me what to do. Rudy.
Yeah, okay.
All right, we're getting ready to go. Pace car's coming on.
All right, call it down for me, Rush.
Me? Can't even see the front.
Well, you'll know when it goes green.
Here we go, green flag.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, so Mark Maffitt takes off there on the low line. Getting a heck of a run. Gary Bauer.
Looks pretty even.
Gary Bauer in the 07 on the high line.
Got some followers up there in the high line, too.
Yeah, and if we could get 4 or 5 more up there to push these guys out into the lead, would be very good. The 69, Dale Smalley, now hooking up with Gary Boyer. And they could have something going on. The 42 of Philip Carsley hooking up here on the low line with Mark Maffitt. And them two really going at it side by side as they come around to take lap 8. So going back through the field here, Philip Carsley in 3rd, Dale Smalley 4th, Lloyd Carver now in the 5th position. These guys here all running single file. Nobody really getting hooked up at the moment here. They're just following the leader. David Whiteside in 6th. And Lance Johnson in 7th. These guys kind of distancing themselves from the mid-pack field here. Rush, what's going on in the mid-pack here? A lot of side-by-side racing?
Yeah, they got 4 or 5 in the outside lane. A couple of stragglers that are pretty much losing the draft. They need to get back up there quickly or they're going to be left in the dust.
All right, I see Donald Kendrick comes right back down. They come down in front of him and his partner, right in front of Michael D'Amico there. Michael D'Amico running back in about the 10th position. And you're right, these guys do need to get back up here to the lead.
Yes, sir. I mean, that top 6 or 7 up there is just starting to leave that mid-pack in the dust.
All right, the 07 of Gary Boyer goes high to switch up with his partner, Dale Smalley. As they got a little warm, they're pushing. And you don't want to get these things warmed up at all. The hotter you get them, the more damage it does to the engine, and you're going to lose a lot of horsepower. Gary Boyer now going back to the 7th position. Him and Dale Smalley have kind of drifted backwards a little bit, but we've got a lot of switching going on up in the front here. The 42 of Philip Carsley out front here being pushed by the number 10 of Mark Maffett, and they're on the high side. But our new leader out front here, Lloyd Carver, in the number 14. They're coming around to take lap number 11. Now, something they're going to have to think about here, Rush, is pit stops. I think pit stops are going to be around lap anywhere from 40 to 42. So now some of the back guys have already pitted because they had damage, so that may put them a couple of laps ahead of that. But they are still going to have to pit with about when they get about 40 or 42 laps on their vehicle. Lloyd Carver, wow, man. Lloyd Carver being pushed by David Whiteside in the number 171. So those two really hooking up here quick. And, boy, I don't know. It could be a voice to be reckoned with them two together.
Oh, yeah, the ones out front, they're hooking up and going.
Now, Philip Carsley there on the high side, getting hooked up with the number 10 of Mark Maffett. They're up there all by themselves trying to do something, but we know that high side, it's hard to do anything up there. They're swapping up now. Hard to do anything up there without three or four cars with you. They switch up and pretty much kind of maintain their position, but not enough to get by. When you get up there in the front, you kind of get that parachute effect, don't you, Rush?
You get that parachute effect.
Yeah.
It's hard to get a run and pass.
Yeah, that's what we're probably going to be seeing most of the night. Unless they can get 4 or 5 up there working together, two of you it's just hard to make a pass. Lloyd Carver.
The mid-pack back here is starting to spread out. Everybody's starting to fall in line.
Yeah, they're drifted back here. Michael D'Amico now 1.4 seconds behind the leader. He's falling back quite a little ways. They need to all get in line, like you said, and get caught back up here. We got one way off of the track there. The number 88 of John Houston. Boy, he took it way down.
Back in.
He goes way up high and lets all these guys go by because he is 4 laps down now. But hanging in there, and that's a good thing. These guys want to hang in there for a lot of reasons. There is a payout on the 22nd position. If they finish a race in 22nd position, they get $5.
That's a good reason to hang in there, that's for sure.
That's for sure. Getting back up to our leader, Lloyd Carver, still being pushed by David Whiteside. And they're on the low line now, getting into it. Lance Johnson right behind them in the number 25. Sticking right out there in the 3rd position. Following right along behind them, Dale Smalley and Gary Boyer. Those two coming right up on the bottom. All staying in line. And that 42 of Philip Carsley did lead that lap. Not by much, but he did lead that lap. And it's hard to believe, Rush, that they can get that good of a run up on that high side. 2 of them. And freight train by these, like 5 of them on this low line working together here.
Well, yeah, you got to remember, if they have a little separation on the bottom, the top 2 could just go right by them.
Yeah, and that's what we're seeing now.
They're pulling down, yeah. The separation now.
Yep, and low line is definitely working for these front two. As now Lloyd Carver does come back up into the lead, being pushed by David Whiteside. But Philip Carsley led that lap again. Now him and his partners switching up. They come out of two switched up and ready to push the daylights out of each other again. Get them trucks cooled down. Also trying to get a little side draft, and side draft very important here at Talladega. Looks like John Houston has taken his truck behind pit wall. So the 88 of John Houston out of the race. Ralph Shipman in the 22nd position, in position for that payout of $5. Well, these guys getting a little dicey up here in the front. We've got quite the pack of trucks coming around here now, Rush, so any one of these guys could lead this race clear back to Travis Brown, running in the 9th position in the number 199. Well, let's take a look ahead, looking off of his truck here, and this is what Travis is seeing right ahead of him. Quite the gaggle of trucks up ahead of him.
Yes, sir. Nice.
The 42 and the 10 switch up again on that high side. Really wishing that they probably could get 2 or 3 more up there to help them, and they could probably motor by on that high side. Nobody wanting to go to the high side.
Everybody's comfortable running that low line.
So the 42 here of Philip Carsley. We'll look back here and see what looks like from the back view as he's looking at his partner, pushing the heck out of him. His partner, Mark Maffett, those two been hooked up pretty much, well, since that, right after that first caution. They got hooked up together and they've been hanging right there together.
They got a nice little run going over here.
All right, so Philip Carsley in the 3rd spot, but like you said, getting a run here on the high side all by themselves. Now somebody back there, a couple more trying to get up to them. It looks like we've got another pack of trucks joining them in the back.
There we go. Starting to catch.
As they catch their draft, looks like back behind Travis Brown, we've got maybe Dale Gavel. Dale Gavel now working himself up to the 10th position as they have caught the draft now, working on the high side. Him and his partner, Gary Konzelman. They've moved into the 8th and 10th position, 8th and 9th position. They're cruising up through the field here now. They've got caught up to this high line as Mark Maffett and Philip Carsley do switch up. And now we've got a 4-car pack on the high side, Rush. This could be tough for these guys on the low line. They could take over the lead here. They got a heck of a run on that high side. Now 3 of them there with it. The 13 year of Gary Konzelman has kind of lost the draft a little bit of his partner, Dale Gavel. Gravel. I call him Gavel. Why do I want to keep saying Gavel?
I don't know.
I'll get it right. All right, Mark Maffett now running in the 2nd position here. We're going to take a little ride on the the gopher cam, and let's see what that kind of shows us here. I like the gopher cam. You see these guys coming out of the turn and coming around here. All these trucks pretty much all tangled up together. And we're seeing some awesome racing up front. Mark Maffett is here, our new leader.
Well, it looks like the two parties merged into one.
Yes, sir. Lloyd Carver now our new leader. So a lot of lead changes going on up in the front here as these guys are all battling for that top position. It's a long ways to go, but we're working on 23 laps right now. So far, we've only had one caution.
Yeah, thank God. That's some good races, some tight racing now.
So the 42 and the 10 ducked down to the inside. Philip Carsley now going to be our new leader. Not a stranger to leading. He's already led a couple of laps, but him and his partner, the number 10 there, excuse me, Mark Maffett, now take over the lead. Lloyd Carver following behind in the third position. Dale Smalley, we haven't really talked a lot about Dale, but Dale running in the 8th position. Very good job. He started second, kind of got wavered back into mired back into the field a little bit, but has managed to pull this back up to the 8th position. Great job by him.
Oh yeah, it's hard to make it move to this pack.
He ducks out to the outside to pick up the 07 of Gary Boyer. Those two were hooked up earlier, and now they're motoring to the front. And Skip Lynn, now in the 99, joins forces with them. Well, he was for a minute there, ducks it back down to the inside, now trying to get a run on the inside of them too. But they're all trying to pull a little side draft on them too. Everybody on the low line just staying single file. Showing a little bit of damage on Michael D'Amico there on his right front. Rush, did you see anything that happened to Michael D'Amico?
No, I didn't. Has to be from bumping traffic.
Could be, but boy, he's got quite a bit of damage on that right front.
Yeah, it could have been a checkup. You know how that works.
Yeah, this is true.
We got 4 or 5 trucks back here now. They're all trying to motor past Michael D'Amico.
All right, so the number 10 of Mark Maffett switches up with his partner, Philip Carsley. Mark Maffett out into the lead now. Coming on the high side, we have the 13 of Gary Konzelman. Those two trying to hook up here he's hooked up with the 21 of Dale Gravel. And they're trying to motor by on this high side, but they need some help up there bad.
Yeah, they need a couple more trucks. Few and far between.
We've got a couple coming up behind them trying to get there. The 69 of Dale Smalley partnered up with his partner there, the 07 of Gary Boyer, trying to get up to them. Maybe the 4 of them could work something together and motor by on that high side. It just doesn't seem to last very long though, Rush. These guys get motored by on the outside, and they don't seem to last long up there.
They don't. There's definitely not enough vehicles in that top line to make it work.
Whenever they get heated up and they've got to switch up, which I see the 21 ducking out to get a little bit of air there. The 21 of Dale Gravel says, man, I got to have air in this radiator. I'm going to blow up. And he's going to wind up getting split up from his partner, going to fall back a few positions. His partner comes up the hill, picks him up as they go 3 wide across the line. Wow, look at that.
I saw that.
3 wide.
3 wide to turn 1.
Now 13 going to lose a bunch of spots. 13, oh man, he's going to lose a bunch of spots as he's going to go back, clear back to the 10th position as he loses the draft to that front pack.
Holy cow. Like he was pulling a Mack truck down that street, man.
Yeah.
Like he was standing still.
And that afforded Jeremy Crandall, which we haven't really talked about Jeremy now. He's hooked up with Travis Brown, and they're coming on that high side. If they could get a run, but all the cars up ahead of them are leaders. They've got to get up there and get their draft, or they're going to be out of it. Coming to lap 29. 28 laps in the books now, out of 94. Still got a lot of racing to go here, folks. Skip Lind still in the 8th position. Lance Johnson in 7th. Gary Boyer now in the 6th in the 07. Him and his partner switching up.
There they are, switching up.
And that's some great racing when you can see them switch up like that to take it 3 wide. That's awesome racing right there. So we've got quite the gaggle of cars going on here. These guys clear back to Jay Johnson in the 14th position. These guys all staying right up here in this front draft. Quite a ways back though, Paul Doucette in the 15th position, pulling around about 3 other guys with him. They're about 4.5 seconds behind the leader. So they definitely have lost the draft to that front pack, Rush.
Oh yeah, I'm back here with these 4 cars now, watching them. Trying their best to make something happen. It's just not happening.
Yeah. We've got Donald Kendrick there, and number 3 of Rod Romeus and Glenn Schwab, all back here running together.
Yep, and Michael D'Amico by himself in the back.
He must have, I think he's got a little bit of damage on that truck, Rush, and that could be why he's just a little bit slower than everybody else.
Yeah, I see that front fender's crunched in there, nice.
If he could,
that looks like it got hit.
The next guy's behind him, Brian Knapp, running clear back in the 20th position. He's 13 seconds behind Michael D'Amico, and I just don't, I can't imagine Michael lifting enough to try to get him back up here, but Michael looking for a partner.
Yeah, he's looking for a caution is what he's looking for.
Gary Boyer back out in the lead now. These guys swapping up here, and they're trying to make that high side work. Philip Carsley and company on the on the inside. Mark Maffett. Those two have been working together for a while. So pretty good racing going on here. While they're having a good clean race here, I'm going to run here real quick and thank all of our sponsors. Barks Competition Racing, Michelangelo Painting, DirtySouthRacing.com, check them out, and MaxSpeedTV, all of our sponsors here for today's race.
Here goes Michael D'Amico, he's going to get a lap.
So what, Michael D'Amico, you said getting lap? Is that what you said?
Yeah, it looks like, I thought it was him. Somebody's getting a lap right now.
That would probably be Colin Detrick. Let's see, in the number 22 is Ralph Shipman. Ralph Shipman getting ready to, he's getting lapped right now.
Okay.
That's going to put him 3 laps down, Rush.
Yeah, he doesn't have it. It doesn't look like he has any damage either. He just has no partner.
No partner. Maybe he can get caught up into this draft here and just get pulled around by these leaders. And maybe try to pick up a couple positions or not, you know. Travis Brown now in the 13th spot, mired into this lead pack up here in the back part of it, but he's mired into it. Now we have a new leader, Dale Smalley, out in the lead. In the number, let's see, number 69, he gets back up there in the lead. And coming up on more lap traffic, they're going to go by, that looks like the number 78 there. The 78? 70, might be the 70, Colin Detrick.
Yep, 70.
Yeah, so he'll go back another lap down. That's going to put him 2 laps down. So they are catching up to some of these lap vehicles, and it looks like Brian Knapp really not a whole bunch ahead of him. About maybe 10 seconds ahead of this lead pack. As he's just cruising around here, nobody to dance with. Kind of feel bad for him in a way.
Here comes the 18 and the 38. They just made a run from the back. They're up on that high line.
Gary Boyer back out in the lead now, the 69 on the low line. Dale Smalley back up there on the low line. Gary up there trying to get hooked back up with his partner. I'm not sure if they're trying to switch or what. But the 21, oh, the 21 gets hooked by the 13. Oh. Gary Konzelman, boy, what a mangled up mess that was. Let's go back.
Goodness.
Let's go back and take a look at this. Find Gary Konzelman here. As he comes around, and it looks like he may get hooked or something. Oh yeah, he got hooked on the back bumper. And he comes up and, oh man, he's gathering up a bunch of them here. This is going to wad up a bunch of them in the back part of the field rush. This is just causing mayhem everywhere. Nobody can get away from him.
Nope.
The 99 getting into it there. Oh, man. So, poor Gary Konzelman, man, I'm telling you what, he went for one heck of a ride on that.
There's a barrel roll. One. Oh, you only got one.
All right, so our new leader here, Dale Smalley, coming around to catch up to the pace car. So caution number 2 is out on lap 36, I believe, is when it came out.
Everybody should be pitting now.
So this is caution number 2. In Rush, we've had 18 lead changes so far. That is freaking amazing, ain't it?
Nice. That is. That's a lot of lead changes.
Wow. And
That's back and forth right there.
I think we're going to see these guys come down on pit road now. I believe they've got enough laps on these trucks because it wouldn't be long and they would be coming down on pit road anyhow. So we're going to come follow Dale Smalley here and see what the strategy of these guys is going to be.
That caution saved D'Amico's bacon, boy.
Yeah, he needed a part.
About ready to go a lap down.
Yep, and he can get in and get his truck fixed up now. So, oh, we got somebody that missed their pit stall and kept on going. Whoa, that wasn't good. We've seen a couple of them taking tires here, Rush. This is kind of highly unusual for these guys to take tires, but a couple guys did take tires.
Well, you know, it's take two, one or the other. It's not going to take much more time than just filling the truck up with fuel.
David Whiteside trying to make it to his pit stall. Got a lot of damage on that truck. Boy, is he struggling to make it to his pit stall, but he does make it. Tires going on. It looks like he's going to use one of his resets and get back out there. All right, good job by David there. He'll be restarting from the 19th position. As Dale Smalley now leads him around. Looks like the number 17. I can't know. 17 of Brian Knapp. I believe he is going to be ahead of the pace car, or ahead of the leader, so he should get away by. But I think he was the one that did come down pit road, but he didn't stop. So quite a few of them.
Yeah, he's the one that went right by his pit stall.
Yeah, Ralph Shipman's staying out. Going to be, he'll be able to get one of his laps back because he's 3 laps down at the moment.
Well, let's see if D'Amico pits. I don't know what his strategy is.
Yeah, let me know if he comes down pit road, and we'll follow him down there and see what his pit strategy is.
Nope, he's not He's not pitting. I thought he would at least pitted to get fuel.
Well, he must have pitted at some time or another, because I'm showing him that he did pit one time. So he must have pitted. He might have been on that first pit stop.
Yeah, that might have been that first caution.
So we've seen like Dale Smalley, I believe he only took 2 tires. Philip Carsley, 2 tires. Dale Gravel, 2 tires. Mark Maffitt, 2 tires. Some of these guys may have only taken fuel too, because you can take fuel and 2 tires and have pretty fast pit stops. But Philip Carsley coming out with the fastest pit stop of all, 10 seconds flat.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a fast pit stop. That's in and out of your box quick. His pit crew needs a raise, I think.
Yeah, some chairs. Soapbox.
All right, so Philip Carsley will be starting second. Dale Gravel will be starting third. Mark Maffitt fourth. Gary Bauer in fifth. Lloyd Carver in sixth. Lance Johnson restarting seventh. Skip Lynn restarting eighth. Jay Anderson ninth. Travis Brown 10th. William Keogh in 11th. Jeremy Crandall. Oh, Jeremy Crandall way back. Okay, he's fallen way back to 18th now. Paul Doucette will be starting 12th. Rod Romeus in 13th. Donald Kendrick in 14th. Glenn Schwab in 15th. Michael D'Amico restarting 16th. David Whiteside, after barely being able to make it into his pit stall with all that damage, going to be restarting 17th. And Gary Kunzelman 18th, and Jeremy Crandall will be 19th, and Brian Knapp 20th. So we've still got 20 trucks on the lead lap. These guys all get the one to go here. Everybody going to start doubling up as we get a couple of wave bys out of the way.
Yep. You need to go, go, go. It's a big track to catch up in a lap.
Yes, it is. They'll get caught up to them about coming out of turn 4, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
Just in time for them to get the green flag.
I know. Look at them up there. You can just see them going into turn 3 right now. We're on the backstretch.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, so we've got coming to the line rush. We're going to have 54 laps to go. They are going to have to pit one more time, because you can't make it from there on fuel. So and I believe we're probably going to see some tire changing on the next one, because I don't believe you could make it the whole 94 laps on the same set of tires.
Really?
I don't know.
I don't know. I think you could.
I don't know. Never tried it.
Wish I could try it, but well,
Yep.
be up here with you instead.
Yeah, okay.
My buddy.
Yeah, okay. All right, pace car ducking off. Dave Smalley leading them down here at 70 mile an hour. Everybody itching to get out here and run some more green flag laps, and green, green, green.
Here we go.
All right, Philip Carsley and his partner Mark Maffett trying to get something going on that high side. Everybody up there. They're going to have to stay double file here for a little while until things start thinning out a little. But in the meantime, up front, Dale Smalley and Dale Gravel now starting to pull away a little bit on the low side. Great racing by these guys. Gary Boyer hooking up with them as they go 3 deep on the low side. Kind of lost a little bit of the guys in the back there, Rush. These guys kind of falling back a little bit in the back part. Oh, we got one way down off of the track. That's going to cost them a bunch of positions. Travis Brown in the 199 trying to get up into the mix of things here. He is right now at the moment running in the 7th position with that truck. Having a pretty good day out here. These guys starting to get caught back up a little bit. It's still on that high side. Philip Carsley and Mark Maffett working all by themselves. Nobody wants to go up there on that high side with them, Rush.
Yeah, they're all scared.
Heck, that high side's a place to be. If you want to move to the front and pass the leaders and clear them, that's a place to be, you know? Lloyd Carver in the 4th spot. Really trying to get up here. Now Gary Boyer taking over the 4th spot. Philip Carsley in 3rd as they switch up. And the 42 of Philip Carsley and Mark Maffett now switch up. Good switch on the high side. Coming around
That was
here.
an excellent switch.
Paul Doucette up to the 8th there. He's motoring up through with on the number 51. Wow. He's coming along good. A lot of mixing it up. Still got a long ways to go, but you know, when we come down to the last couple laps here, Rush, this is when it's going to be for all the marbles, and these guys are going to push it as hard as these trucks will possibly be pushed. And you're probably
And hope the motor don't pop.
yeah. And that coupled with the fact too that you don't want to see another big one.
Nope.
These guys are going to be mixing it up so much when they're coming down to the end of the race that you're going to be really. Let's see, we got lap 47. We should be looking for our halfway leader. So right now, Dale Smalley, our leader, and let's see if he can keep it up there. Got coming down to a couple more laps to go here for the halfway. And the halfway will get $5 also. We'll stay up on the front here for the time being, and we're going to see who's going to get the halfway money. Dale Smalley's still in the lead, and these guys, I don't know if half of them probably forgot about that halfway money.
I know, it's a race for the $5.
Coming up on the outside, we've got Mark Maffett coming up, and him and Philip Carsley. And now they're
I'd be like,
switching up.
Push, it's $5.
They get done with their switch, and now they're going to probably try to motor back up to that front. Oh, we got another one way off. That looks like Gary Boyer. Is that Gary Boyer? Yes, it is. So Gary Boyer, you're losing a bunch of positions. Can't get back up onto the track. You don't want to come up in front of these guys. Oh, that's going to be very costly for Gary. Oh, man, that's too bad. All right, coming to take lap 47, which is halfway. It looks like Dale Smalley is going to be our leader. Dale Smalley leading lap 47, the halfway mark. I'm not sure how they're doing it, if he's got to lead it all the way to the end of lap 47. You know, when they cross the line, it's got to be completed. If you know, I don't know if I guess if you think about it that way, it's kind of like the glass half full or the glass half empty. You know,
Right.
Does he got to be the leader when he takes lap 47 or when he completes lap 47? But we'll see how this is going to play out coming to the line here. Looks like Dale Smalley is still going to lead. Maybe. No, he did not. He did not lead at that point. It was who the heck was it here that was leading at that point? That would have been Philip Carsley when they crossed the line. Philip Carsley finished that lap on the lead, but Dale Smalley back out in the lead. So I'm not sure if it's going to be Dale Smalley or Philip Carsley. I'm going to write those names down so we can see at the end. One of those two won the $5. I guess I didn't clarify that with the admins there before the race to see how that was going to be.
That'd have been a nice question to ask at the beginning of the race.
Yes, it would have. All right, we've got a couple of new ones up on the high side here. The 18 of Jay Anderson hooked up with Jeremy Crandall. And look at them motor by on the high side by themselves, Rush.
I see that.
Holy smokes. So Jay Anderson up front here, our new leader. Wow, they powered around that outside.
Yeah, we got some takers now up there. We got 6 cars in the top lane now.
These guys are starting to figure it out that the only way you're going to get by this low line is you've got to go to the high line with some partners up there. You need 4 or 5 of you to go up there together, nose to tail, and get a really good draft to go by these guys on the low line.
Yes, sir.
And it looks like now we're starting to get a few up there on the high line. Jay Anderson goes up high. His partner going to have to come up the line and pick him up. Jeremy Crandall picks him up. As those two complete their switch, and that's going to put the number 69 of Dale Smalley back out in the lead. And he's being pushed by Dale Gravel. Those two have been hooked up. They've been doing great up there. Michael D'Amico, the last one in this pack on the low line, doing really good to stay up with these guys. Probably still looking for a partner, but he's hanging in there. Doing better than he was earlier.
Yeah, he looks like he's a little faster than he was a little while ago.
Lance Johnson hanging right on to the back bumper there of the number 99, Skip Lynn. He's in the 8th position now, so great job by Lance getting this thing back up into the front. This is quite a pack of trucks here, Rush.
Oh, yeah.
Now Jeremy Crandall back out in front. him and Jay Anderson. So that high line for those two is definitely working. They're good till they got to switch up and then they lose it. But wow, and look at them pulling away from the 69 of Dale Smalley there.
That's brief.
Yeah.
A brief encounter.
Yep, that's brief.
We'll be right back in a second.
They're probably going to be having to switch up here probably in the next turn. It looks like Jay does have to kind of back off the back bumper of Jeremy a little bit, and they do switch up. Don't take long to get these things heated up, Rush. All right, so Jay coming back up the hill to pick up his partner there, Jeremy Crandall, and they're staying on that high side, but coming on the low side here, Dale Smalley really getting hooked up here on this low line. Him and Dale Gravel, those two just powering around here. Following right behind him, Lloyd Carver and the number 14. So great racing going on here, Rush. We've only had 2 cautions, which is, actually pretty darn good here for Talladega. And right now it looks like we have our 22nd place guy has fallen out of the race, Colin Detrick. So he will get the 22nd place money at the end of the race. $5 paid out to Colin Detrick as of right now. Now that could change between now and the end of the race. You never know. But he is taking his truck right behind pit wall. He's no longer in the race. Mark Maffitt now clear back in the 14th position, Rush. These guys were leading the race, and look where they're at now, the 10 and the 42. Way back here, Philip Carsley and Mark Maffitt. Clear back at the tail end of this pack. So a lot of changes going on here as these guys, they're starting to lose the draft a little bit. If they're not careful, they're going to lose the draft of that front pack.
Yeah, you don't want to lose the draft, that's for sure.
Michael D'Amico up into the 10th spot, right on the back,
battling.
right on the back bumper of William Keogh.
Coming up on lap traffic.
Yeah, it won't be long, and they're going to have to deal with some lap cars up ahead. That probably would be the is that Rod Romeus or Ralph Shipman, one of the two. We've got all the way clear back to 19th place. Rush are only 10 seconds behind the leader. So these guys really powering around here. In 19th place, Donald Kendrick. Back here, not really with a partner, but hanging on to a couple of guys back here. The 07 of Gary Boyer and the 17 of Brian Knapp. Those three just trying to work together to just stay on the lead lap. Almost 11 seconds behind our leader, though. Dale Smalley continuing to lead them as they come around to put a, who was that on the high side? They're going to be going a lap down. That would be Rod Romeus on the high side, and he goes another lap down. Now they're going to be coming up on Ralph Shipman next to put him another lap down.
He can't catch a break.
I'm telling you.
Wow.
Yeah, a couple laps down, and boy, that hurts.
Yeah, and you're out there with no dancing partner. It really hurts.
That's for sure.
It's like stepping on a nail.
Yeah. The ones here to look out for, I believe, you've been kind of watching them too, Rush, is Jeremy Crandall and Jay Anderson on that high side. They are absolutely lethal up there.
Yes, sir. They ran enough laps up there now that I'm pretty sure they got it all figured out.
They've got a little bit of help up there too. A couple other trucks hooking up with them. If the four of them could get motored by, I think all four of them could go by on that high side.
Yeah, all you need is a switch in front two and you go right on by.
I haven't really seen them switching too much. I think they're just leaving enough airspace in between them to get air in there and keep drafting. But coming on that high side.
There they go.
Here they come.
Run.
Lose a little bit in the turns, but boy, they sure can power it around here. Now it looks like Jay trying to stick his nose out there and get a little air, but still push. Jay Anderson, no stranger to these super speedways. Actually, a very good racer about anywhere he goes. Been friends with him for a long time, and he's a great racer. Knows how to push. We got somebody way off of the pace there, Rush. Who the heck was that dived it down to the inside?
I didn't catch a number.
Not much of a change up here in the front. These guys just having fun racing side by side. Great racing going on here. They're getting ready to come to lap 61. And now they're going to put Ralph Shipman another lap down. Ralph stayed way up high to let all the leaders go by. So great job by Ralph. He wants to get into the mix though and get some of their draft.
Yeah, I don't blame him. Kind of stinks when you're out there all by yourself.
Yeah, he just kind of can't, like you said, he can't get a break, can he?
Nope.
Clear back here, Brian Knapp and Gary Boyer, Donald Kendrick. Them three still getting there.
Go 3 wide, yeah. Nope, they broke it up. I like that. That was good racing right there. They gave up the second and third spot in the high lines just so they wouldn't cause an accident.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That was awesome, man. Give it a hand for that one.
Jeremy Crandall way back into the 12th spot. Don't know what happened there to him, but boy, he's mired way back in the 12th spot.
What number is that?
Number 73, him and Jay Anderson still working together on that high side, but boy, they lost a ton of positions up there. This whole low line just seemed to like motor by them.
Yeah, they're the ones that gave up the spot.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't cause an accident.
Yep. Well, that was pretty good.
That's why I said, look at this. Look at this run. He just went from 12th to like 7th. Like 2 seconds.
Travis Brown now bidding for the lead on the high side. He's getting hooked up with the number 51 of Paul Doucette.
Got some the people in the pits.
Here we go, 3 wide. I hate to leave them, Rush. You'll have to kind of let us know what's going on, but we're going 3 wide here. Jay Anderson taking them up on the high side. And they think a little better of it and duck back down in to go back into 2 wide. So what's going on in the pit, Rush?
Got 4 trucks in the pits now, 62.
Michael D'Amico coming down pit road. Okay.
171.
All right, these guys
07.
making their last pit stops here.
And maybe they're short pitting. Everybody else is going to have to stop, and they know it.
Yeah. And, sometimes that works out good for you, and sometimes it don't,
Yeah, you have that right. And the only problem is you come out the pits, and you're by yourself now.
Yep, you'll be searching for a partner. All right, so these guys, they're coming up on Michael D'Amico here to put Michael a lap down. And like I said, he's out here all by himself. Dale Smalley's kind of pulling a little bit of this around, but Travis Brown in the lead right now. As they come up on Michael D'Amico, and he stays low, doesn't go high to give them the room. Whoa! I don't know if they snuck up on him too quick for him to move or what, but wow!
They were saying I was hearing radio chatter telling him to move, but he just never moved.
Oh, man, wow, that's not very cool.
Not very polite.
No. Travis Brown, our new leader. First time that Travis has been out front today. He's come from way back in the pack. Yeah, he started 21st, Rush, and here he is leading the race.
One thing about this track, man, you could probably come in off of the stands and drive one of these trucks and be in the lead.
Oh, I'm telling you, it doesn't take much. You know, as long as you got a good partner and some help out here, you know, and have some good clean racing, we don't get caught up in stuff. Look at here, Jay Anderson and Jeremy Crandall coming up for the lead again, Rush. They were clear back in 13th and 14th position a little bit ago, and here they are. Look at this.
Oh yeah, I saw you. I told you they were making a run. It was incredible.
They're going to be, I think they're going to be a duo to be beat out here today. They're definitely hooked up, them two, and obviously partners. They've raced a lot together or something, but I think I have seen them two together.
I'm just wondering if they're just saving it for something later. I mean, because they're just sitting up there and they're just stalking the leaders, just stalking.
They could be practicing up and see where they need to move or make their move to win this. But
Right.
We are still going to have to see pit stops.
They're going to have to come in.
Yeah. Yeah, they're probably only going to make it to about maybe 25 to go. And they're going to have to pit. I think they're just everybody's staying out here. All these leaders staying out, just hoping that there'll be a caution. If they all start getting single file on the bottom here, we've got 6 of them on the bottom single file, a few in the back a little ways. Them guys just kind of barely hanging on. Lance Johnson in the 9th spot and pulling a couple of other guys around with him. The number 10 of Mark Maffitt there running in the 14th position. He is 1 lap down. And the number 38 is also 1 lap down. Those guys have made their pits. Oh, that 38 getting hooked a little bit way down off the racing surface, but brings it back up safely. Wow, that could have been bad.
Cool. I don't know, these guys are daydreaming out there or something.
Jeremy Crandall back out in the lead now. Him and Jay Anderson, they are clear. They could have come down. Okay, we've got a couple coming down pit road here, Rush.
That looks like 2nd and 3rd. Just went down pit.
That would be Paul Doucette and Travis Brown. Those two coming on pit road. Not sure if we're going to just see fuel only or what. Travis overshooting his pit, had to back up a little bit. A 72 leaving his pit. Travis away, Paul Doucette away. Those two going to come back out together. Good pit stop. And
got the leaders coming into turn 3 right now.
Travis had a 7.7 second pit stop, and Paul Doucette had an 8.5 second pit stop. So wow, that's smoking. Who else is on pit road?
They're not pitting either.
The leaders are not pitting right now, yeah. These guys all out here, I think, are hoping and praying for a caution. Some guys like the short pit, and other guys don't want to.
Lap car went down on the apron to get out of the way.
That's cool. That's the way it should be done.
Yeah, better than D'Amico.
Just stay right in
I can't
the
believe he
top
did
of it.
that.
Me neither.
I'm so embarrassed for him.
I know it.
What a crackhead. Got another one, 99, 25 coming in the pit.
Yep, Skip Lynn and the 25 of Lance Johnson as they come down pit road here. Well, let's see what kind of pit stops they make. 2 tires or no tires or 4 tires, full tank of fuel. I definitely
Still got the top 5 cars out running.
Skip Lynn happened to back up just a little bit. And it looks like a fuel-only pit stop for him. And Lance Johnson looked like he may have taken a couple of tires. But our leader, Dale Smalley, has still not pitted. So this front 5 here have not pitted just yet.
Nope.
I think we're going to probably see them come down pit road here in the next lap or 2, though, Rush.
It looks like it. They're trying to stretch that like turkey meat.
Yeah, we've got Dale Smalley, Dale Gravel, Lloyd Carver, Jeremy Crandall, and Jay Anderson. All these guys here that still have not pitted.
Well, something's got to give, that's for sure.
Yes, sir. And they're quite a little bit, about 31 seconds ahead of Skip Lynn and Lance Johnson. So I don't know if they're going to be able to get in and off of pit road fast enough and get back up there to maintain this lead. But here they come.
All 5 of them.
Yes, sir. All 5 of them coming down pit road. And it looks like they all hit the stripe at 55 or a little bit less. So good job by these guys getting them things woed down. All right, Dale Smalley comes to his pit stall. Oh, and Lloyd Carver has to back up a little bit, overshot his pit stall. Fuel only for Dale Smalley. The 21 of Dale Gravel coming out right behind him. So it looks like all 5 of them have done their servicing off of pit road. Now let's see if they can stay out ahead of Skip Lynn as he is 40 seconds behind them. They're going to be coming up on him. Not far behind them.
They're going to pass him.
Dale Smalley's still out in the lead, though. Him and Dale Gravel out here together, quite a little bit ahead of some of these guys, though. Because, yeah, Skip Lynn and them have caught up to him. Now 11 seconds behind these leaders. These 2 could be the ones to take this all the way, Dale Smalley and Dale Gravel. The Dale and Dale show, here we go. We've seen that before in real life, Dale and Dale's show. That was some awesome racing back in them days. Lloyd Carver here in the 3rd position, but all by himself, waiting to see if he can't get a partner out of all these trucks that are coming up behind him. Jeremy Crandall, Jay Anderson, these guys are about 5.2 seconds behind our leader. Travis Brown now up into the mix there. They're about 3.2 seconds behind these guys. It's quite the gaggle of trucks coming around behind the leaders. Jeremy Crandall and Jay Anderson back here in 7th and 8th. Those 2 staying in this pack right here, and if this pack could get nose to tail, they could run them leaders down absolutely quickly, because they're 20 laps to go right now, folks.
We had a little issue back here with 99. He tried to steal a partner, and he wasn't having it.
Oh, and them 2 come up. Okay, the 99 and the 37 look like they're partners. Both running the Dirty South paint schemes. Looking for some help from everybody. These guys, they need to get single file here. I'm telling you, the leaders are pulling away. Dale Smalley and Dale Gravel, man, I'm telling you what, they are just motoring around this place, pulling away.
Yeah, they're about 5 seconds ahead. It's 2 and 3 here.
Travis Brown leading this crew around here. The second batch of cars, him and Paul Doucette hooked it up together, and they're 4.4 seconds behind the leader. Got a lot of ground to make up.
Yes, sir. Those two up front have nothing to worry about. They don't mess up their switches.
You know, if you take what the difference was on their pit stops, our leaders there, Dale Smalley and Dale Gravel, they both had 5.4 second and 6 second pit stops compared to some of these other guys having 7.7, 8.5, 7.3. You know, that 2 seconds would have put them right in within the reach of
that balloons you right out there.
Yes, it does. 2 seconds slower in pit stop, man, that makes a big difference. All right, Jay Anderson and Jeremy Crandall back out ahead of these guys here. Now, if they could just stay single file. Jeremy and Jay switch up now. They're going to try to stay in with this pack here, but they're 4.8 seconds behind the leaders. That's quite a ways back, as the leaders are switching up now. So this is what they need up there all by themselves. That second group needs to have these leaders do stuff like that to help them gain a little bit of ground. Paul Doucette now moves into the third spot, pulling these all these trucks around in this pack back here, and that's third all the way back to 8. We've got a couple lap down trucks in the mix there, but they seem to be helping.
We're coming up on 14 to go.
This time by will be 15 to go.
15 to go. Here we go. That's that bad math.
Oh, you had math in school?
Corn? What?
Corn? Don't start that.
I'm not.
All right, so on the high side here again, Jeremy Crandall and Jay Anderson getting a run on Paul Doucette, trying to take that lead over. Boy, them two, they have really got the power up there on that high side, the two of them by themselves. Hard to believe.
I don't know about you, Rudy, but those two guys up in the front there look like they're getting a little closer.
Yeah, they've lost about 3/10 here in the last couple laps, but I don't think there's enough laps for these guys to catch them.
They might.
Well, let's
They
go back.
stay all packed up like that.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. If they could just run them down and stay single file like that, they could really pick them up. Let's go back here to Lance Johnson in the 11th spot, trying to hang on to the back here of a couple. Let's see, right ahead of them, Mark Maffett and William Coe. Coe. Yeah, they're hooked up together now. So these guys got different partners. Michael D'Amico and Gary Boyer hooked up now. They're 34 seconds behind the leaders, so they're in a threat of being lapped. About maybe 14 seconds ahead of the lead pack. The leaders, I should say. And third and fourth here, Jay Anderson and Jeremy Crandall have lost a little bit of ground to the leaders, about a tenth or so. But I don't think there's enough time for him to get up here and battle with these leaders.
That's because they left us. They left the other 5 in the back.
We've got back there Jay Anderson, Jeremy Crandall, Travis Brown, Paul Doucette, Skip Lynn, Lloyd Carver. All these guys in this backpack right here. And they're having a heck of a good time battling. But Jeremy Crandall and Jay Anderson have checked out from these guys. Travis Brown running in the 199 and the 5th. Well, I'm showing him in the 5th spot here, but boy, they're way back, 4.8 seconds behind our leaders. Jay Anderson here and Jeremy Crandall now about 4.5 seconds behind our leaders.
Get one of them camera views from the dashboard of the car pushing another car.
We can do that. I can skip back here to Jay Anderson and we can give him a cockpit view here.
Just to give the viewers a show of how difficult it is to stay there.
Yeah, this is what it looks like to the driver, and he's looking ahead to Jeremy Crandall right there. Jeremy getting a little bit out of shape coming out of 3. And it looks like Jay going to motor by on the outside as those two. Wow, they've come unhooked. Not sure what's going on here, but the 51 of Paul Doucette getting one heck of a run on the inside. Jeremy Crandall now going to, oh man, so all right, these guys losing a couple positions, but staying together. You can see a little bit of dirt on Jay's windshield here, and that does affect the visibility here, especially on a sunny day. You'll get a lot of glare on these windshields, and it makes it hard to drive.
Nice.
Now they're getting one heck of a run coming on the outside to go by Paul Doucette and Travis Brown.
Those two are something else, are they?
I'm telling you. If
they could lose a spot for a second and get it right back.
Yeah. If they could just be up there with our leaders, Dale Smalley and Dale Gravel, I'm telling you what, they would be up here for the win, I believe. Moving up here to Dale Smalley, looking ahead to our leader, Dale Gravel. This is a pretty good view of what the leaders are seeing out their windshield. Nobody immediately behind them, 4.5 seconds behind them, so they're not being challenged. They just need to run a good clean race from here out, and crossing the line to take 8 laps to go here at Talladega. Rush, just to let you know, we've had 41 lead changes.
There we go.
That's amazing.
That's Talladega, baby.
That's amazing.
Yep. And only 2 cautions. Nice.
2 cautions. Well, they said that this was going to be some good racing, and I'm telling you what, they weren't lying.
Nope.
We see our leaders switch up here again. Looking ahead here to Dale Smalley, it says on his tailgate, I want to go fast. Well, man, I'm telling you, he can't go much faster. They're doing 198 coming into turn 1. So tell me these guys aren't running that close to that 200 mile an hour window. This is freaking awesome right here, folks. This is some great racing.
at 200 miles an hour. That's insane.
Jay Anderson and this whole crew back here still battling for position. Boy, these guys look like they're having a blast back here. Like I said, we do have a couple of lap cars in the mix of them. Gary Konzelman in there in the number 13. He's a lap down. And I'm not sure if there's any other lap cars in the mix right there. The 42 of Philip Carsley, they're a lap down. So we do have a couple of lap cars mixed in with these guys here. And most of these guys running for position. Jay Anderson in the third spot right at the moment. As him and his partner, Jeremy Crandall, switch up. Jeremy comes back up the hill, picks up Jay, and they maintain their speed pretty well. But the 14 and the 13 coming high on them on that. Wow, they got a heck of a run there. That would be Gary Konzelman and Lloyd Carver. Lloyd Carver is for position. He's running in the 7th position right now, so something that we're going to have to kind of keep an eye on them to see how they're going to place. And 5 laps to go here, Rush at Talladega.
Yes, sir. Here's where the craziness begins.
I know we want to stay on our leaders, but there ain't much happening up there. I'm going to stay on this mid-pack here. Jay Anderson, Jeremy Crandall, Travis Brown, all these guys in the mix here. It looks like they're having a blast out here racing today. Everybody getting kind of split up here. Don't know exactly what happened.
Whoa.
Oh, we've got a hook. Oh, man, I don't know what happened there, but let's take a wander back real quick here and take a look and see if we can figure out what happened here. Travis Brown and the 18 of Jay Anderson getting together. Jay coming down the hill for some reason here. Looks like he got split up from his partner for some reason. I don't know if somebody was up there trying to split up him and his partner or what was going on there, and he tried to come back down the hill, and Travis Brown being right there and taking those two out. Wow. Okay, so let's get back up here to our leader as they're coming across the line. 3 to go, Rush. This is going to jumble the cars up a little bit. And now Lloyd Carver in the 3rd spot, Skip Lynn in 4th. And it looked like Lloyd Carver is the one that kind of split up his Jeremy Crandall and Jay Anderson. He kind of stuck his nose in there and split them two up. But we've still got one heck of a battle going on back here as Lloyd Kramer now being pushed here, or he's doing the pushing, I should say. He's pushing a lap down car of Gary Konzelman. Those two hooked up. Gary Konzelman really got nothing to lose being a lap down. Can help out anybody he wants to. And those two really motoring, and that could push Lloyd Carver into the 3rd position to stay. So our leaders now got 2 to go. Next time by, Rush, we're going to have a white flag.
Yes, sir.
Been a long one, but it's been a good one, I'm telling you. What a
interesting. I tell you what, it went by quick.
It sure did. Well, that's what green flag racing does for you, you know. All right, coming across the line here to take the white flag. Dale Gravel out in the lead this time. Next time, it could be anybody's game there. We've got the Dale and Dale show taking the white flag. Dale Gravel getting a little bit of air in that truck. They got plenty of time. 4.6 second lead over Lloyd Carver, Paul Doucette, and Skip Lynn back here 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Dale Gravel ducks it out one more time. There's these two. Oh, and they get side by side. And a little bit of bumping and banging. That's going to make Dale
You
Gravel.
gonna lose second? Oh, you might.
Dale Gravel coming across the line to win it here at Talladega. Good job. Wow, what a finish, though.
Oh, he hung on a second. He was close to losing that.
What a finish. Finishing 1.9 seconds behind our winner.
Good job. That was a great race.
Yes, it was. Great race. Wow. And we'll give
Dale
them
and Dale show.
the Dale and Dale show. But we're going to have to wait till these guys all get across the line here. And it looks like maybe Skip Lynn taking third, if I'm correct on that.
Lloyd Carver. Skip Lynn.
Yeah, Lloyd Carver finishing third. Okay. We'll go over them results here in a minute. But let's get down here and see if we can get a word in with these guys, Rush.
Yeah, knock yourself out.
I think we have it covered.
Dale, go back around to the start-finish. I need you at the start-finish line, please. Top 3 drivers. You'll get disqualified then.
They're still yakking on there and trying to get him to go around here to the start-finish line. I think they want to line up all 3 of the podium setters here at the start-finish line. So great job by these guys. So, Rush, you enjoyed yourself, huh?
Yes, sir.
I
Very
told
much
you.
so.
It's just as
It's a
fun,
great
I'm
race.
telling you. It's just as fun being in the booth. You get to see the race from this angle and stuff, and I love it.
I do too. I still like to be down there racing with them, but I like it.
Well, yeah. It's always fun to be down there racing with them. All right, we'll give them another second here to get things lined up, and we'll get some interviews in on these guys. I was definitely impressed with the driving out there today. How about you, Rush?
Yeah, I mean, like, there's a couple little mistakes, a little ding and dent, but it was all right.
I think we
They
still
couldn't ask for any better.
I think we still got to get Dale Smalley up into the picture there. I think they're waiting for him to get up there.
Yeah, the 69 car.
Yeah.
User joined your channel.
Dale pushed out. I don't know if you're going to talk to him.
He what?
I was just letting you. Dale's still in there. He just couldn't line up.
Oh, okay. All right.
No.
Dale Gravel. This is Rudy Cummings in the booth. You got a copy?
Oh, yeah.
Great win, Dale. Congratulations bringing home the top spot there. We thought it was going to be the Dale and Dale show all the way to the checkered flag, but you guys got together there. I don't know what was going on. You were tapping and bumping and banging to see who's going to make it to the line first, but tell us about them last couple laps if you don't mind.
Well, we was just strategizing and making sure that, I was strategizing to see if I was going to be second or first right there. And I found out that I was first, so all I had to do was do mirror driving.
Well, it worked out for you. Kind of feel bad. Dale Smalley kind of got a little sideways there, but he did manage to pull off second place. So, that was one heck of a show you guys put on. You guys had awesome pit stops. I didn't see anybody other than Gary Boyer had as quick a pit stops as you two did. You had the fastest pit stop all day, a 5.4 second pit stop. That's amazing. I believe you didn't take any tires. All you took was fuel, correct?
That is right. Tell you the truth, this is a track that tires are not a factor.
Yeah, we were talking about that in the broadcast there, Rush and I, and he kind of sided with you on that. I always kind of was one to think about. I always wanted to take right side tires. It doesn't really cost you, but maybe another half a second or so to take right side tires. And but good job, good call by you and your pit crew, and congratulations on your win out there today, Dale. And you want to give a shout out to anybody or a thank you?
Oh yeah, I'd just like to say sorry for Dale there, and Oh, it's all out. It's either me and him going across the finish line first. And good job at 14, and tell you the truth, this is the best racing I ever had here at Talladega with everybody.
You're absolutely correct on that. It was an awesome race. Just to kind of let you know here, we had 45 lead changes on this race. You know, I know a lot of that's you guys switching up in the front, but 45 lead changes and only 2 cautions. So that's pretty darn good for 94 laps. So, but again, congratulations to you, Dale, and great racing out there today.
Thank you very much. You have a good day.
Dale Smalley, this is Rudy Cummings in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing good, Dale. Congratulations taking second spot there. Seen you and Dale Gravel getting together there. He's like he said, he was doing a little mirror driving to make sure you weren't going to get by him. But walk us through that last little bit as you guys come out of, into turn 3 and out of 4.
Yeah, it's a good racing. I went up high, tested him out, seen he was going to block me up there, and then I had to run on him on the bottom side and almost wrecked me, but I held on to it, at least got second out of it.
Well, great job, Dale. That was one heck of a show you guys put on. Like I said, you and Dale had, the 2 fastest pit stops, and of course, we know a race can be won and lost on pit road, absolutely, for sure. And you guys proved it here today. You had about a 4.5 second lead over third place, and you wound up pulling off first and second. So great job by you two, in and off of pit road so quick and hooking back up and getting together and just motoring through this field, man. I'm telling you it was just a super great race. But congratulations again, Dale, on your second place finish. You want to give a shout out to anybody or a thank you?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Ralph Shipman and Lee Ridge for putting us on, Parks Competition Karting and Dirty South Racing. Had a lot of fun. Pretty good race tonight. A lot of green flag laps. That's what it's all about. And thank you and MaxSpeedTV for broadcasting. Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you very much, Dale. Very good. Good job, buddy. Lloyd Carver, this is Rudy Cummings in the booth. You got a copy?
Got you, Rudy. Go ahead.
Lloyd, we seen you mired into that pack that was coming around there, running from about 3rd to 8th, and a couple lap cars mixed in there with you guys, but you managed to pull out a 3rd place finish. Great job. Congratulations, buddy.
Well, I appreciate it, Rudy. Thank you much. Thank you much.
That looked like a lot of fun back there you guys were having. Even though it was back in the field a little bit, you're still running for position, and it looked like a lot of fun you guys were having there. Everybody taking their turn up front and of that pack, and it didn't take much. We noticed that the high side, if you didn't get 3 or 4 cars up on that high side working together, it was hard for you to pass. We did see a couple up there, Jeremy Crandall and Jay Anderson, that, boy, they had some mighty power on that high side working together. But unfortunately, Jay got hooked there. Not sure exactly what happened in that little bit of a bobble, but it wound up putting Jay back a little ways. And but great job by you out there today, Lloyd. Congratulations. And you want to give a shout out to anybody or a thank you?
I'd like to give a shout out to my wife for putting up with me, and for you guys for hosting this and broadcasting this. A lot of fun, guys. This is a lot of fun.
All right, Lloyd. Well, great job out there today, and congratulations to all the drivers out there. Very good run. We wound up with 21 cars finishing the field, trucks. And that was pretty amazing. I think we only had 23 that started and 21 finished. So great race out there today. But thanks again, Lloyd, and we will see you on the next track.
All right, thank you. Thank you, guys. Great race, guys.
All right, so let's go over the results here real quick, Rush. And And we'll get our sponsors, thanks into our sponsors and everything real quick, and this broadcast. Dale Gravel coming home first spot. I'll do the first 10 and you can do the second 10. How's that?
Sure.
Okay. Dale Gravel in the top spot here. Dale Smalley finishing about 1.9 seconds back as him and Dale, it was the Dale and Dale show there at the coming to the end. And good job by them two. Dale Smalley in second. Lloyd Carver in the third spot. Skip Lynn. Ooh, hold on a minute here. I got these guys making noise. Skip Lynn in the fourth spot. Paul Doucette fifth. Jeremy Crandall sixth. Mark Maffitt in seventh position. William Keogh in eighth. Lance Johnson in ninth. Travis Brown rounding out the top 10. Rush?
Yep. Gary Boyer in 11th. Michael D'Amico in 12th. Jay Anderson in 13th. Gary Konzelman, 14th. Philip Carsley in 15th. Brian Knapp in 16th. Glenn Suave in 17th. Donald Kendrick in 18th. David Whiteside in 19th. And Ron Ronimus Sr. 20th.
All right, good job. Ralph Shipman in the 21st position. Colin Detrick in 22nd. John Houston in 23rd, rounding out the end of the field. So great race out here today by these guys. I wanted to thank each and every one of them. We're going to kind of get a little plug in here to our sponsors, Barks Competition Karting, for sure. Want to thank them. And let's see here. We also sponsored was MaxSpeedTV and Michelangelo's Painting, throwing in a $5 to the person that had the least amount of incidents in the top 10, closest to the leaders.
Who was that, anyways? And anybody give a shout out to Colin for the 22nd place?
No. 22nd place would be Colin Detrick.
Yeah, 56 laps down and a winner of $5.
There you go. Can't beat that.
Nice. No way.
So, all right. Well, that'll wrap up this broadcast for this week here, and we will see you all next week. Thanks to the Barks Competition Karting, and thanks to all the guys at Dirty South Racing. Appreciate all that, and thanks to all these guys for having us over here to broadcast. Appreciate that, and we would also like for you to visit us at MaxSpeedTV so you can check out our schedule. Follow us here on Twitch, twitch.tv/MaxSpeedTV. Also our website, MaxSpeedTV.com, and follow us on Facebook at Facebook.com/MaxSpeed. And we will see you next week here.
Rudy, if I could interrupt for just a
sure,
moment.
sure.
I do want to say, ladies and gentlemen, please stay tuned for our Atlanta race next week. We are running an Atlanta race. We'd love to have each and every one of you. I'm hoping it to be a great show as well. MaxSpeedTV, you did a great job broadcasting. Barks Competition Karting for all the great things they do for us as well as sponsoring the race. And I want to thank all the great drivers. You all did a great job, and thank you very much, gentlemen. We enjoyed that race from start to finish. You all did a wonderful job. Have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you, Lee. And did you come up with who got the $5 for the least amount of incidents?
I sure didn't. I will have to go back and look at that, and I'm sure D'Amico's looking it over as well.
Okay. All right. Well, then we'll cut the broadcast here, and we will see you next week then in Atlanta.
Next week?